Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Tracy. I will be hosting. Try to get. Thank you all for joining me. Of course, it is Friday, April the 14th. If you're out there, please, first of all, smash that like button, please. By hitting the like button, you help me increase in my algorithms. Um, so I haven't been averaging a lot of likes lately on my videos. But please, please, please smash the like button. Of course, if you are able to subscribe to my channel, for some reason I am stuck at 114. I would really like to get to 1,000 by the end of this year. So smash the subscribe button. If you already have it, then you'll get notices of when I go live. You can also support me on Patreon, and you can visit my website at tracymediallc.com. That's where you'll find um, links, videos. Um, I announced last week that at least I'm going to try to start broadcasting directly from my website. So you'll probably want to write this website down and bookmark it if you can. If you feel so inclined, I appreciate any contributions via Cash App. I am still looking for likes, and if you can contribute, I thank you very much. But if you can't, obviously you can't. Again, smash that like button. Share this video, please. Share it with as many people as you can. Put it on your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your email list, TikTok, um, Instagram, whatever you have, Snapchat. Just share it, please. And lastly, please comment. I appreciate all comments. I'm going to try to do better about responding to them. So please feel free, even after this video airs, to put a comment down in the comment section. And I'm not going to make the mistake. I'm looking for something here. So you'll have to pardon me because, I'm not going to make the mistake of saying, I won't be long, because last week I went a whole hour and I didn't really mean to. Um, so I'm going to start my countdown. So this week's countdown, and again, I'm looking for uh, something on my phone, but this week's countdown is the top 20 TV theme song introductions. I don't know how I'm gonna type that out. I think I have top 20 TV show intros. So a couple things to keep in mind. So this list, of course, is in my opinion, but I don't necessarily have to like the show, but I have to love the theme song. So I'll tell you which show I didn't like, because there's a couple in here I couldn't stand the show, but the theme song is in here, and boy, we got somebody coming in. Hello, Theus.
Hello.
So Theus is going to join me and probably give some comments about some of the shows that I have on here. So again, remember everybody, I don't have to like the show. I just have to like the theme song. That's it. Just the theme song itself. That's what we're doing. So I will, and like unlike last week, this isn't in a 20 to 1 type countdown. This is just like random. So I don't have a number one per se. Well, I have a number one per se, but since I didn't rank it, I'm like, yeah, I didn't rank the other one, so I'm not going to rank this one. So
Tracy,
yes.
is Reading Rainbow on the list?
It can be.
If it's not, it should be. But go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so let me put Reading Rainbow on the list. And now that you said it, Sesame Street also is going to go on the list because I forgot
But
Sesame
of
Street.
course.
Okay, so here's my first one. The theme to Perry Mason. I love this theme. It doesn't have any words, but when you heard that, you knew it's going down. The theme to Perry Mason. Lit. Great show. Sure, it was the same thing where the defendant would get up there, the person who actually did and confess, blah, blah, blah. But the theme song, love the theme song. Love the theme song. You're probably not going to agree with my next choice. Because this is
Don't
also...
even know Perry Mason song.
You don't... You never watched Perry Mason?
I've never watched the show. I've seen bits about it, but I've never watched the show.
So, Perry Mason is a show with Raymond Burr. I'm talking about the black
He's the
and
lawyer
white
guy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's the lawyer guy.
You never watched it.
And at the end, the person gets frustrated or is tricked, and they always confess to the crime. But it's not the person. It's not always the person you think is the one. Like it might be someone in the audience, whatever they call that area.
The courtroom?
I did it. Huh?
The courtroom.
Yeah, but you know what the people said. Doesn't that happen? That didn't happen? Is it always a defendant?
It's never the accused. It's only one time where the accused person actually did it.
Okay, so I'm right. So it's like another person. It's never
the person who did. And I just thought about another one that I got to put on here. Okay, so the next show, technically, it's a theme song, yes. It's more of a sound than a song. And that's the Andy Griffith Show. I cannot whistle, so I'm not even gonna try to whistle, but that theme song actually has words to it. But nobody knows it because nobody sings it. When you hear that dun 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 dun, oh, hilarity! Love the Andy Griffith Show theme song.
I would not have known that theme song if you didn't just do the right. The only thing I know about, what's the show called again?
The Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith Show. Only thing I know about that show, okay, is Barney, the town drunk,
Otis.
Okay, that's where we got Gomer Pyle from.
Yes.
And that it comes on at night before I can start watching Everybody Loves Raymond reruns.
It's on like 8,500 channels. It's on the Sundance
the channel I watch.
It's on MeTV. It's on this show. And I'm talking about the black and white episodes, not the ones in color, because those were annoying. I don't know what was happening with those color episodes. It was just like, ugh. Just give me the black and white episodes. But Andy Griffith Show, theme song, lit. Next show. I absolutely hate this show. But the theme song, I love. One Day at a Time. I love this show. One day at a time. La, 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 la. I love that song. Can't stand the show. Don't like it. Somehow it took place in Indianapolis. But like when they filmed the city, they were filming like what was supposed to be our highways. And if you know anything about Indianapolis, we have one highway and it circles the entire city. There's no in highways.
I've never heard of that show.
It was Norman Lear, the 70s. Single mother raising two daughters.
Two songs I bet you ain't got on there. Charles in Charge.
That was a terrible song.
And Step by Step.
That was, you just named two songs that no, neither one of those pieces of garbage are on there. Those two shows, first of all, they were terrible. And then the theme songs were terrible. I'm basing this on the song itself.
I want Charles in charge of me.
Why? He's 20-some years old. Those are teenagers. They could watch themselves.
He was a manny.
They didn't need it. They had the grandfather. Why was she hired? And don't start me on Step by Step. You take Suzanne Summers.
Step by step, day by day.
And then You take Patrick Duffy. I was going to say Patrick Ewing.
I don't know
Patrick
none of these
Duffy.
names.
Patrick Duffy. He was the dad on Step by Step.
I don't remember the show. I just remember the song.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so One Day at a Time was terrible. It was a terrible show, but I loved the theme song. Hey Parker, what's up?
Hey.
Okay, so the next show on my list. Okay, now I know you'll agree with this one. My next song is Living Single.
Yes, that was a cool song.
Yes, in the 90s kind of way. I'm glad I got. I forget what she said. To the head up, right?
Keep your head up, what? Keep your head up, what?
That's right. Because Queen Latifah.
When the world gets tough, you gotta fight.
Yes, Living Single is definitely next. Okay, next one, you're not going to agree with this one. It's the Living Single ripoff, Friends. The theme to Friends.
Did it have words?
I'll be there for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against that because like I know they say Friends basically they stole the funding from Living Single to launch Friends and did the same show. But I could watch either one of them, and the sad excuse me, and the sad thing is I can watch Friends faster than I can watch Living Single.
Yeah, you get on me for not like. I definitely am not a Friends fan because it was just Ross wants Rachel, but Rachel doesn't want Ross, or Rachel wants Ross, but Ross said, "I'm like, stop."
No, but you had Phoebe and
Sinclair.
No, Sinclair is Living Single.
I know, but she's Sinclair basically.
Nah, Sinclair was Sinclair. To me, Sinclair was more like Freddie from, the show with Whitley and Dwayne.
A Different World?
Different World, yes. To me, Sinclair was more like Freddie. Phoebe was Phoebe. Chandler was a pointless character, even though for some reason he was like the most popular. But he was pointless to me. I never enjoyed his character at all.
Was oh gosh,
Joey was Overton. Rachel was Jennifer Aniston, right? Yes. And then what was the other one's name? Monica. So to me, the characters were never the same characters. I didn't see them the same because Friends didn't have a Carl. Like it didn't have one. And Kyle. No it didn't have a Kyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was.
It didn't have a Kyle.
Oh, you really didn't watch.
There was no Kyle for Friends. There was no Maxine for Friends. There really wasn't Regine would probably be Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, with the wig.
Queen Latifah would be Monica. So Rachel, Monica. But the rest of them, they didn't overlap. Like Overton and Joey, they were not the same kind of character.
What you doing? Hey, shut up. Okay, next show. I love this show. And my preference, this show came on Thursdays night when I was a kid. Now, I did not watch The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show is not on my list. Not on my list because I didn't like the show. I didn't like anything about the show. But
their music changed every season.
Yeah, and then they did that dance thing. I'm like, okay, we know y'all gonna dance. Yeah, it wasn't mine. I
love The Cosby Show.
It's Father Knows Best but Black people. Okay, thank you.
I didn't like Father Knows Best, but I love The Cosby Show.
Well, you basically just watched it. So my next show is Family Ties.
Father Knows Best didn't make me want to go to college. But go ahead.
Family Ties is my next.
But I don't remember their song. I enjoyed the show, but I don't remember the song.
What do we do, baby? Without us.
Oh, I didn't like that song.
I love that song with Denise Williams and Johnny.
For me, it felt almost like a "Who's the Boss" kind of thing. I didn't know.
The Boss is on the list. No, it's not. Who's the Boss is not on the list. I took it off. Okay, next one. Thank you. What do we do, baby? That song was totally lit. Love that song.
Didn't like the song.
Johnny Mathis, that was it. Denise Williams and Johnny Mathis.
I thought he was a singer.
He is a singer.
Oh, he was one who sang the song or something?
Yeah, him and Denise Williams.
I don't
It
know
was
who
a
Denise Williams.
duet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were naming
Parker.
characters.
Wait a minute. Parker. Don't do this to me. Hannah Montana show theme song is one of the more iconic. Hannah Montana. Oh, for your age
Hannah
group.
Montana, I don't remember the song, but I did enjoy the show. And iCarly, I really like that show. Can't remember the song though.
Okay, so you definitely are not gonna like the.
What about Kids Incorporated? K-I-D-S. It looks like we made it. We're Kids Incorporated. Is that on the list? It's on the list. Gotta be on the list.
It's gotta be. Gotta be. Kids Incorporated.
Oh, it is now, huh?
Yeah. But I did have KIDS. But I'm gonna spell it out so I remember. What is that? Oh. Okay. The next couple of shows, I promise you're gonna just be like, what? What you think of it? I love these shows.
That's how I felt about the first 2 or 3.
The next show where I love the theme song. Wait a minute. This one I totally forgot. I forgot about all that. Coolio. This is all that. This is all. No, he did the Kenan and Kel theme song, which is on.
I never got into Kenan and Kel, so I don't remember Kenan and Kel.
Yep, Justin Timberlake was on that show. No, it was Justin Timberlake on the Mickey Mouse Club.
JT was Mickey Mouse Club. Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, couple other ones.
But who was on Kids? Fergie. Fergie was on Kids Incorporated. Now I know that much. Fergie was on Kids Incorporated.
Because the beauty about Kids Incorporated is like the Disney Club or whatever they were called. You didn't feel like you were them, right? You were watching performers and you're looking up to them like a band or a group that you might like. But Kids Incorporated always felt like these are literally kids like me and they're running a station and they're, it's like it was more relatable to me. I think.
Marquita. Now, I don't know who Marquita is, but I know who Fergie is.
I don't know who that person is.
Rashawn
Patterson? Really?
I did not know that. You learn something every day. Next show, I love the show. I love the car. I love the men on this show. The Dukes of Hazzard.
I ain't watched that.
Loved.
The rebel flag was enough for me. Even as a child, the rebel flag I knew
never
was evil
paid
and against
attention
my
to
people.
it.
And I was just like, no, can't do it. Even as a kid, when I didn't know nothing about race, I knew something about that dang on flag. I was like, not for me.
Best of Both Worlds. Nah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to hear it, but I probably did like it, but I don't remember it like that.
Nah.
All the Disney shows, they all blend together for me because
they're the exact same thing.
But
Raven,
I enjoyed them.
And Hannah Montana, same show, except for one can see into
the
future.
No.
Teenage Girl. The mother's not around. The mother's gone for some reason. Either she went to England like the black mother did on Raven-Symoné. And
Raven-Symoné show, they had a mom and dad.
Yeah, but she was never in the show that much.
She was in the show.
She wasn't in the show that much.
But she wasn't a main character because the guy who played her dad was a star in his own right.
Yeah. He looks like somebody else and I can't think. But yeah, Dukes of Hazzard, loved it. Could never decide who I had the bigger crush on, Bo or Luke. I just went back and forth.
Nope, couldn't stand
Loved the show. Next show.
Daisy Dukes ain't had no Duke.
What do you mean Daisy Duke didn't have no Duke? Her last name was Duke.
She ain't had no Duke.
Oh my gosh. It was a small southern county because it was Hazard
What
County.
they got to do with her not having a booty? If you
That's
gonna
her shape.
advertise Daisy Dukes, she should have a booty.
But back then, that wasn't the people were more concentrated on the boobs than the behind
And the legs. Well, in that community, it's more about the boobs and the legs than it is the behind. But that's fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you call it Dukes, and then that's where the Daisy Duke name came from, right? Short shorts, right? Jean shorts. But Channel Duke. I didn't like Dukes of Hazzard, but you know what I did like? The show with Burt Reynolds and
that was
the movie
with Cannonball
Burt
Run.
Reynolds and not that one, but I did love that one. That was with Dom DeLuise. But Sally Fields, Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay, I never have seen that movie, so we're gonna move on to my. I never see. I don't watch a lot of movies. The list of movies.
I'm shocked. Considering your taste in entertainment, I really would have thought you saw that one. And it was a good couple of movies. It was like 2 movies. Might have been 3, but I remember.
I know 2. Jackie Gleason was in it.
I don't know that. I know that name, but I don't know that.
Yeah. So my next show, I love this one too. This is another instrumental. Dallas.
I love Jeannie.
Dallas, the drama with J.R. Ewing and the Ewing family and the Ewing saga. This theme song, you knew you heard that dun 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 dun. Oh, you saw all the stuff in Dallas which isn't there anymore, and you saw that South Fork mansion. Oh, let me tell y'all, this lit. The Dallas theme song.
Don't remember the song, but I do remember that it was like one of those songs that when you heard it, you knew exactly what it went for.
Exactly. And it was one of the few shows named after a town or a city.
It helped define, like, it carried its own in the 80s. Like, it was its own thing.
Exactly. My next one, you cannot argue with my next one. Laverne and Shirley. Oh!
Don't remember the song. Oh, we gonna do it.
We're gonna make it.
Something. It's imitating and making something. Point of view.
No. No. That's not quite it. It's Shemazel, Operated, Incorporated. And then they ran down the street. Oh.
I liked that show.
I liked it right
Beverly Hillbillies.
That's on here.
Okay.
The next one. Oh,
I'm gonna stop doing spoilers.
The next one. Before I get to the next one, remember to smash that like button. Smash it, destroy it, beat it up. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. And put your comments in. If you have a theme song that I haven't remembered, or didn't include,
Joe.
G.I. Joe is not in Hit the Countdown. I could not stand that song. But I'll be asking what your songs are here in a second. The next one, Happy Days. Now, keep in mind, Happy Days had 3 theme songs. They had the original song, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, a rock. That was their first one.
Okay.
They used that for like 2 or 3 years. Then they switched to Sunday, Monday, Happy Days. That one. And then they had that other one towards the end of the show when Richie left and when nobody watching. But Happy Days, all 3 theme songs were just incredible. You knew, okay, I'm about to be transported to the 50s. Although their hairstyles were definitely the 70s. I'm like, okay, y'all, this is supposed to be the 50s. Why is y'all hairstyles like that? But you just ignored it. Because especially during the Richie years. Not when he left. Because I don't acknowledge them episodes. I just don't. No. know. I remember that theme song. Are you talking about the one where they were on the cruise ship, Parker? Oh, wait a minute. We got
That's
somebody
part
else.
two. Sweet Life, they were in the hotel. The cruise ship happened. That was on deck or something like that.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
Parker, we gonna let you
same
be
show. They just
excused.
went from a hotel to a
We're
cruise.
gonna let you excuse because you was born 10 minutes ago. But that's okay. We gonna just let you excuse. I actually watched this show, Drake and Josh. I
Nah,
actually
didn't
watched
like it.
this show.
Didn't watch
It
it.
was okay. I mean, I'm like, it's not for my age group,
It was
so
the white Keenan and Kel.
it really was. So I
The
was
best
talking.
thing to come out of Drake and Josh or whatever it was that iCarly, because the little sister turned out it was who ended up being iCarly. So I like that.
iCarly is not on the list. So yeah, Happy Days, all three theme songs lit. All three of them. Just perfect. Okay, anybody argue with the next one, I'm gonna have to hurt your feelings. I kind of
First
sort of
one
like.
thing. Hi, Marlon.
Yeah, hi
Hey.
Marlon. Marlon has joined us today. Thank you, Marlon.
I can't understand how you
Ration.
categorize your rationality on how you pick theme songs, because are you picking theme songs that you like because you like the show?
No, because I've already picked. It's already been 3 shows in this countdown that I did not like the show, but I liked the song. One Day at a Time. Didn't like that show. Love the theme
Okay.
song.
Okay.
And they're not ranked.
And they're not ranked. I not like last week. I was
oh.
ranked them. I'm just randomly naming shows because I didn't have time to rank them. Wow, Parker, you really making us feel old today. I was in middle school.
You ain't gotta worry about it, because I don't know. I haven't watched the episode of iCarly, no Drake and Josh, no. I know Zach and Cody, and yeah, I remember the hotel to the cruise ship, but I'm not sitting down watching this stuff.
Okay, so the next show is Love Boat. I love this theme song so
Love
much.
I'm out of here.
Soon we'll be making
Making
another
another
run.
run. Dun, 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 the Love Boat. Soon we'll
The
be
song was iconic, but it was
yeah.
terrible.
It was awesome. That song is awesome.
That
Everything
song sounds
about that
exactly
song,
like a
awesome.
lounge singer
That's
with
what.
a
But that's
martini
what
in his
made it
hand.
good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's
Well, thank
what
you. Thank you
made
very much.
it good.
Soon we'll be making another. I hear you. Run. The love. Thank
They
you. Thank
literally did
you.
the whole vibrating voice at the another run.
Yes, that's what made it awesome.
Romancing
Your
and dancing
criticism
and
is making me love this
spending the
song even
night
more.
away.
And
Worst singing ever.
That's why the song is awesome. Awesome. The show, because it was the same plot every
That was
week.
all right.
I mean, it was
Fantasy Island on a boat.
Some F- celebrities get on a cruise ship.
But that's real life.
F- celebrities get on a cruise ship.
The D-list celebrities be all over the cruise.
I said
circuit.
F-,
Come on, man.
not D.
Oh, now you just being mean.
Okay, so the next one. Okay, it's an instrumental. I kind of like this show, but it kind of got on my nerves. Knight Rider. I love the theme song. And the car would speed up as the music increased. I love this theme song. The show, man.
What?
okay, I love
Knight Rider on the ground, Airwolf in the sky.
No,
same show.
Airwolf would
great show.
No,
We're talking about the
80s.
theme song.
It was epic 80s.
Knight Rider, I give it to you. I'm not giving you no Airwolf. I'm not. No.
It was Magnum PI without Magnum PI.
The car talking just got on my nerves. Makeup.
I don't think you want to do that, Michael.
You know what?
The car talking was the show. Nobody actually watched the show for Michael. They watched the show for Kid.
Yep. And Michael was eye candy.
Yeah.
The show was
Eye
all about
candy.
Kit.
David Hasselhoff is not. He not ugly, but he not eye
He
candy.
ain't my type,
And he
but
not,
David Hasselhoff made a living off of his looks.
and we literally was just talking about that. Me and Foxy was talking about it because something you were saying about the Dukes of Hazzard, and she asked me, "Did I watch that show?" And I went, "Yeah," until Knight Rider came on, and it just dropped off the map because it's like, oh, you just got a car that jumps hills.
Could jump
car can
houses.
jump by
The
itself.
General Lee jumped in a literal entire house. You ain't never see Cat or whatever that car's name was jump nothing.
Kit jumps
Nothing.
over things all the time.
Maybe
And it
I
was
didn't
bulletproof.
And they wasn't having
And
guns in Hazard
eventually it
County. They
had
didn't have no
rockets.
guns. They didn't need
You
guns.
literally have to be arguing just to argue.
That's because they were all related.
General Lee was
They were
better
not
than
okay.
Kit.
No, General Lee better than Kit. I'm not arguing.
Everybody in Dukes of Hazzard was first cousins.
No, they weren't. They were related. I'll give you the related because Uncle
was
Jesse
cousins.
had.
They literally
But
was cousins.
Inbred TV show.
The next show. Okay, y'all argue with this. I'm gonna just drop y'all off the podcast and take the rest by myself. Sanford and Son. Oh,
It's a great theme song.
Great theme song. Didn't need a lick of a word. You knew as soon as you heard that music, you knew what time it was. So y'all ain't arguing with this, right?
No.
Okay, thank you. Next song. I liked the show right up until the mother left. And then they went to college and it got stupid. But the theme song was great. What's happening? Because it's like, oh, they can ready to have fun. They can ready to.
It was all right.
Okay,
It's one of my favorites.
It was all right.
Okay.
The show was all right. The song was all right.
The theme song.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, in this case, the show was better than the theme song, but I love the theme song.
And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Rerun, the show wouldn't even been that good either.
That's
Rerun and the woman who ran the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Shirley.
Shirley.
No,
okay.
D was the sister.
D was the sister. Okay.
Okay, next show. I love this show theme song. I hated the show. Thundercats. Let me tell you about Thundercats.
Feel the action. Feel the roar.
Thundercats are loose.
You might as well drop me off there.
Because that's a great show. And that song was wonderful.
The show was so slow paced. I'm like, but the theme song was like, okay, I'll listen to the theme song and just like.
Thundercats will go down as one of my favorite cartoons ever. Thundercats.
Yeah, G.I. Joe is number one for me. Transformers number two. And then I would put Thundercats probably in that. It's definitely top 5.
Yeah, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats. Ooh, I'm missing one.
Because I love
this is not the cartoon theme song countdown.
Heathcliff.
Oh yeah, Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, hear him roar. He's not on the list though. Okay, here's another show. I loved the theme song, but mostly because of who sang it. The theme to Maude. I love this theme song. Could not stand the show.
I don't remember nothing about Maude except for who the star was and the dysfunctional relationship that they had.
The one thing I can tell you about that show, that was the longest theme song.
It was long. It was long. Like you drinking.
It took up 5 minutes of the show before the show even started. It was just so long. Like, okay, she's the greatest thing since Susan B. Anthony. I get it.
I can't ride with you there, Parker.
This is a random one, but I always thought the American Idol.
I don't even know what the American Idol theme song is, but I know I never liked the show.
I liked it until Simon.
I liked the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, the first 3 seasons. No, I liked the Fantasia season because I knew she was gonna win. Yeah.
I got all the way through whenever Ruben Studdard was.
Oh, that was way before Fantasia.
Okay, I think that's when I started just watching till they got down to the bottom 5.
I never watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
I used to sometimes watch the beginning when it's like the horrible outtakes,
Mhm.
and then I
The
realized
train wreck
what that kind of
auditions.
and then I started feeling bad because I'm like, that says a lot about me. That's what I want to see.
But
So I
some of
stopped
them
watching
people were
that.
doing it on purpose. Some of them would
They
purposely
were,
go in there.
but some of them were putting their heart into it.
I
So
tell you
that was
what,
the joke. The
I
joke was
tell
you
you what
had
messed
people
me
you
up
could
about
tell.
that show was they
Simon
was
Cowell
voting.
leaving.
No, they start. I hated when they started doing. Okay, so the theme today is country. Oh, that was a terrible performance. Cause he's not a country singer. How the hell is this?
But they
How's
want
this
somebody
fair?
that can prove their
But that was the point.
versatile.
The whole point of the show was stupid because what makes someone a star is that they operate in a niche. You're trying to
Yeah.
make people operate universal. Universal is what you put on a cruise ship. Universal is what you do at the casino down on the Vegas Strip. You don't go to somebody because they can sound like everybody. So I never really got that part.
I
I didn't
never
like that.
got that. That was a terrible performance. Yeah, because that's not what that's not who they are. So yeah, it's gonna sound bad. No, they shouldn't be voted off because of it.
Next show, the Golden Girls theme. Thank you for
Okay.
being a friend. Dun, dun,
Always,
dun,
yeah.
dun. Right there, back again. If your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, you invited everyone you knew.
I don't know why I
It would
thought she would
be.
stop.
No, I'm gonna keep going.
I think she just keeps going on the one she know all the words to.
Yeah, I can. If I
I'm gonna let
know
her
the
go.
But she
words, I'm
didn't
like,
know all the words.
I was like,
You're supposed to know all the words.
but when I got to that one part, I was like, okay, let me go. But just YouTube search gospel version.
Yeah,
With
because
the
nothing gonna beat the gospel version of that song.
yeah, I was like, you know what? That was a perfect rendition. Okay, next. So remember everybody to smash that like button, smash it, destroy the like button. So far we have went over the theme to Perry Mason, the Andy Griffith Show, One Day at a Time, Living Single, Family Ties, The Dukes of Hazzard,
Step by step.
Dallas, Step by Step is now on the list,
Charles
Laverne
and
and
Charles.
Shirley, Happy Days, Love Boat, Knight Rider, Sanford and Son, What's Happening, Thundercats, Maud, Golden Girls, and the next one, the theme to Night Court. I don't know why I love this song. I don't even know like
The show was
I
better.
did like the show, and the theme song was fine.
Yeah, I like the show a whole lot better than the theme song.
Well, of course the show was
And
funny.
I tried to watch
Oh,
the
wait a
new
minute.
version of it, and I couldn't do it.
Let me backtrack. We talking about the original Night Court, not
Oh
this
no,
new
it's the same
stuff.
song. It's the same song.
Oh, it's the
Hey,
same song.
Yeah.
spoiler, is Cheers on the list.
Cheers is absolutely the next one. Cheers is absolutely the next one. Even though I complained about this show a lot because Norm, they should have put him in AA or did some type of intervention because nobody should be really drinking that much. The theme song.
He always drank like a light beer. He was all right.
I don't even think you know what? I honestly don't think he drunk like that. It just seemed like he just got a beer and was just
He had to stay away from Vera.
yeah, he was just, just playing around with it and talking.
Yeah, that was his club.
Yeah, that's how they also made their money because it was what $1.99 a vote.
No voting.
I don't know, but I thought it was crazy.
Okay.
The whole thing was crazy to me.
Next show, Married with Children.
Yes.
Love and marriage, come together like a horse and carriage. That's all I know.
This I tell you,
Brother, you can't have one without the other. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that is it.
That song that song became better when it was connected to Married with Children. Love and Marriage has been out for years, and nobody really would have paid any attention to it until they connected to Married with Children, and now it's one of the best theme songs out there. But it's not a brand new song.
No, because Frank Sinatra sang it.
So, but then it got connected to Married with Children. It's like, oh, that's one of the best theme songs.
Now this,
because it fit the show.
Yeah, it fit the show. This next show, I loved the show right up until the couple got married. But the theme song, it had that. It's a gospel song. However, it worked with the show. Amen.
You talking about Martin?
No.
Amen.
You said gospel. So I knew it was Amen.
Yes.
I don't remember the song for Amen.
From heaven above, shine on me. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Can't nobody else do that song but her. Like, period. I don't want to hear that. And then that little run she put in it, I'm like, yep, this belongs. And I didn't realize when I heard that song, I'm like, I know that song. Where do I know that song from? Oh, yeah, church. Duh. But she did it on the upbeat. Amen. Clearly. So this is the portion because, we're doing pretty good on time. So I'm down to my last few ones. What shows would you all put in your top theme songs?
Did you say Laverne and Shirley?
Laverne and Shirley.
She did.
Okay.
Sesame Street. Pinwheel.
Wait a minute. Pinwheel?
Pinwheel spinning around. Look at my pinwheel and see what I found. Pinwheel, shiny and new. Look at my pinwheel.
I've never heard of the show, and I definitely
Nickelodeon. Little fast fact about Nickelodeon.
That's a whole network.
Before it was called Nickelodeon, it was called Pinwheel.
Parker said Fresh Prince.
Thank you, Parker, because that's definitely on the list. That is definitely on the list. Fresh Prince. And as soon as you hear, I'm like, oh,
Jefferson.
Hawaii 5-0.
Wait a minute, Jefferson didn't make your list?
I said, it's on the list.
Oh.
It's on the list.
And then you gotta have good times.
Good times, anytime you need it, baby. But who knows the words to the Good Times theme song? You're like, not getting hustled.
Not all of it, but I do know
That's all I know.
the child line.
Yeah, you know how many years it took me to get that
Easy credit rip off. Good times.
Struggling and
Hustling, striving. Good times.
Ain't we lucky we got them?
Because it was like the total contradiction all the way through. Horrible life experience. Good times. More horrible stuff. Good times. Life still sucks. Good times.
Daddy did.
Good
In a
times.
car crash, driving a bus in Mississippi or wherever they did because he got tired of the show and they had to write him off. And that's
He
when
got
the
tired
show
of
went
JJ.
Yeah, he criticized the show. It criticized the writers. They told him to stop. He said, okay, as long as you try to make a stronger version of JJ. They said they did make a stronger version of him. He went back to criticizing the show. They killed him.
And the show was never the same.
No,
Because he stood on his principles. The show was about surviving the struggle and still having family connection and family bonds, no matter how hard it is to be black in America.
And
that was the show. But they kept making JJ into a buffoon. And
he really was.
That's why the mama left for a while.
And then they gonna give her that little jacked off husband. Nobody liked Carl. Nobody liked Carl. Nobody.
Nobody cared about Carl. My problem was Velma's husband. I never attached to him.
Velma's husband.
I never attached to him.
Wait a minute. Did you notice that the reason why she left with Carl is to move to Arizona?
Yep, then moved right back.
Then she moved back.
No mention.
Nobody mentioned Carl.
Nobody mentioned him. Nobody was like, what happened to Carl? Well, we don't know.
She just came back. And
you just right past it and move on. I mean, think about it. That's what they've always... Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Had a problem with dark skinned Viv, brought in light skinned Viv.
Yeah, but
no explanation.
Yeah, but at least the character stayed. They didn't say, well, I'm Viv, and then Uncle Phil married somebody else, and he come back the next season, and don't nobody mention her? Nobody.
And at least they made fun of it in the show, though.
And they did make, I was going to say, they did make fun of it in the show when Jazzy, whatever he played in the show.
DJ Jazzy?
Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah, so it was like.
In the show, Jazz. In the show, he was just Jazz.
Okay, so the next show, I love the theme song. I low-key love the show. All I gotta say is she got hit by a trolley golly in 1925 down to earth.
Yeah,
I love that.
I literally looked up that show and I looked up the theme song, and then the more I kept listening to it, the more I go, the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It told the whole story of the show.
I don't know what it was.
It told the story of the show. She got hit by a trolley golly in 1925. Then she went to heaven to learn lessons. And then it's like the whole story was told in that theme song. You can't get no better than that.
Terrible theme song. It's a terrible show.
You know what was a terrible show? Highway to Heaven.
I have to agree with you. I did not like that.
How he just kept coming back as a different person every episode.
Yeah, I wasn't that crazy about that. I wasn't that crazy about Touched by an Angel.
Not Angel either. I didn't like it. Nah. But I love Little House on the Prairie. Don't nobody make fun.
I couldn't relate to it. I never get into that.
I'm not gonna go back that far and pretend.
It's a TV show.
It's one of the reasons I never could get into like 1950s era TV shows. I could do the 70s, I could do the 80s, but I could never attach to the.
But Laverne and Shirley, you love. Laverne and Shirley took place in the 50s.
But it didn't feel like it. It felt like it was further up. Like the things that are 50s themed, I just couldn't get into. Right, like the hoop skirts and the poodle skirts. I couldn't. Who was that one with Arnaz and I Love Lucy? I never could get into that. Couldn't get into it.
The only show
I never knew why.
The only show back then I can tell you that I really enjoyed, it is one of my favorite shows, was Dick Van Dyke. And the only reason I even liked it because it's one of my favorite white.
I like Green Acres. When was Green Acres?
I never liked Green Acres. 70s. I never liked Beverly Hillbillies.
Can we say goodbye to Marlon? Because the Beverly Hillbillies, the black.
I wasn't really into Bewitched.
Any show where it shows that much stupidity. Nobody.
They weren't stupid. They were home. They were not dumb.
I like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. And the theme song again.
The Tracy Adams Family. Is it on the list?
No. Nope. The Monsters was better.
Monsters.
Who was the Monster song?
It didn't have any words. It was just instrumental.
But the Addams Family is one everybody knows.
The Addams Family need to be up there too, because you can't. All you need is the first like 4 or 5 chords, and you know what the song is. And you know what the song is. So
not on the list. Not on the list. But the next show is Flintstones. Thank you, Fish. You just named it Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're the monsters.
Even though you said you don't like animated, but
there's some animated shows on this list.
Animaniacs?
But I thought you said you didn't like animated when we were talking about G.I. Joe and stuff.
No, I don't like the theme song to G.I. Joe.
Anime is more Japanese.
No, animation. Not anime.
Animation.
Nobody like anime except people who like anime.
I don't know, because I like G-Force, and G-Force was anime.
No, the theme
people who
song,
like anime. Everybody don't like anime.
The Flintstones theme song isn't kind of lit. It is lit.
Yeah, Flintstones is that's fire right there.
That theme song again. It told the story of the show.
The Snorks. Come along with the Snorks.
If you'd have said the
Swim along with the Snorks. Huh?
If you'd have said the Smurfs, I'd have been with you.
The Smurfs are not on this list. I will tell you right now.
But the Smurfs didn't have words, did it? It was all about.
We done had songs on here that didn't have words to it, though.
That was
Yeah, he
so
did.
annoying. That was no, the
And
Smurfs.
Tracy, the theme song was not the Smurf song. The Smurf song was na 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 na
Whichever
na na.
one, it was
But the
annoying.
theme song came on with like that sound of like it just felt like the morning coming.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. So I saved
Gummy
the one
Bears. Y'all ain't got Gummy Bears?
gummy bears. I
Gummy
never watched an
Bears
episode.
bouncing here and
I
there and
eat gummy bears,
everywhere.
but I refuse to watch an episode. So the
Please
next
tell me you got Go Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Come on. This wouldn't even be a list without Inspector Gadget. Are you serious? Of course I have Inspector
You
Gadget.
ain't got Heathcliff on there, so
No, Heathcliff, I refuse. I'm like generic
But you ain't
Garfield.
got. But you probably got In the Heat of the Night on there somewhere.
No,
'cause
I
you
do
gotta have
not.
something depressing.
we'll take you.
Oh,
In the Heat of the Night is not. That was a terrible theme song. In the Heat of the Night. Oh,
it
my
wasn't a terrible song. It was a blues song.
It was terrible.
It was culturally
That's-
relevant. It fit the show.
It was terrible. It was slow. It was too slow. He did too much. No. In the Heat of the Night is not on my list. No. But the next show is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Eh,
I was up. And I don't know all the words because I can never remember them. But,
stay home. Smell you later.
Yeah.
and the cat, you're home. See you later. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The next one, Reading Rainbow.
Thank you. Good song.
I
Wonderful
can
song.
Go anywhere. Da, 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 da. The things you know, the places you go. Reading Rainbow. I can.
I know the song. I never watched one episode.
What?
I was never.
did.
I'm not a reader. I'm not a reader. Never have been.
The
I
next
love
show,
that show.
Love Reading Rainbow. Great show. Okay, the next show, Sesame Street. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame
Why
Street?
don't you just do all four of them then? Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, Electric Company.
3,
Wait.
2, 1.
One
Contact.
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 It's the
Contact.
reason.
It's
It's
the
the
reason.
motion. Why everything's happening. Contact. Dun, dun, dun. Let's make contact. Dun, 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 dun. 3, 2, 1. Contact. Come
I'm worried
on.
about both of you right now. I'm worried about both of you.
Come on. That was a song right there. That was the song. Next
Yeah, it was
one.
like the Black Sesame Street.
3, 2, 1. Contact didn't hardly have any black people on it, did it?
I know, but it felt more.
It was
City.
it was a serious. It was a more serious.
Yeah, it was like
It was-
serious.
It was catered more to your middle schooler,
Yeah.
as opposed to the
Little
other one was
kids.
about little kids.
Next show, Murder She Wrote. That little typewriter, dun 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 dun.
You
and
just
she-
like the show because the song was nothing.
I'll take your word
You
for
just
it.
like
I
the
can't
show.
even- I can't even remember.
I like the show, but I
I
like
don't
the
know
theme
nothing
song
about
too.
that song.
I don't know nothing about it.
Moonlighting
That
had a
little
good
type.
one.
Moonlight is not on the list.
Somewhere by day. Well, okay. We can't even say moonlighting and then talk smack about Love Boat. It's the same type of theme song.
It's a different song though. Like the way they sang it was still different.
Come go by night.
But it wasn't.
Oh,
Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run.
It's
Come
the
on,
same
different.
people.
Different.
First
Different.
act, second act. It's the same person though. I'm gonna bring on my brother. Reading
I'll let
Rainbow sounds good. Sort of a bit.
Yes, Parker. In our day, this was after school entertainment, and it
Yep.
also, I think, came in on Saturdays. You watched it in school because it was like going to history class.
See,
Yep.
this was our back in our day. This was our fourth channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it was
watched
only
it
4
live.
channels.
ABC, NBC, CBS,
And PBS.
PBS.
That was it. That's all
That
we
was
had.
it.
That's
And I
all.
lived in Germany. We had one channel, AFN,
Okay, we're coming down to
Armed
the.
Forces Network.
We're coming down to
Really?
the end of the list. Any other shows anybody has?
I mean, what was the song for Three's Company?
Come and knock at our door.
Yeah, see,
We've
that
been
was
waiting
that
for
was a good one.
you. Where the kisses are hers and his. Three stepping
Dallas.
into.
And then I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie. I absolutely refuse. Will not.
Man,
The Dallas theme
whoo.
song.
Dallas is already on
She
here.
did Dallas.
Yep,
Oh, she
I
did
I
did
don't know
Dallas?
what Falcon Crest song was.
No,
I
I
can't
don't
remember
remember.
what Falcon
I can't
Crest.
remember. And Knox Landing is not on here either.
And what about General Hospital? Didn't they have like
I
something
never
that was
watched General Hospital.
Now we get the daytime, you can forget it because I don't know
Yeah, I'm like,
any
I be at
of
this
those.
place called work.
not when you were a kid?
Oh yeah,
And
that's
only
I was at
nighttime
school.
ones I watched was Dallas and Dynasty. Is Dynasty on there? The SpongeBob theme, but we don't have to talk about it. I can't remember what it is.
SpongeBob SquarePants. That's
See,
all I know of the song.
I know the whole SpongeBob song, but I have a problem with SpongeBob. I'm one of the only people with this particular gripe.
He's
But
square.
SpongeBob ruined Nickelodeon Nicktoons, and I continue to hold a grudge for that reason. Look at that. So mad I knocked my stuff over.
And we know he has pajamas on.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Y'all lucky I had pajamas on. I'm glad I had pajamas on.
I'm glad you had pajamas
Yeah,
on.
we real glad you had
We're all
pajamas
glad
on.
you had pajamas
Yeah,
on.
we real glad. You don't know how glad we are. We real happy.
We got the cut.
Okay. Yeah, no, YouTube would just take me off. Okay, so my next show you probably all have
Viewers
never.
would go way up, all the likes.
No, it wouldn't because YouTube be like, you're suspended for a week.
They ain't gonna
And then they get the sign, we have taken this down. Come back. Okay, so the next theme song, probably nobody but me remembers this show. But Clarissa explains it all. Na, 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 na,
I remember the show. I like that show. And I like the show Darla too.
Hey, cool. Love that theme song.
But I don't remember the song.
Okay,
I never heard of
now,
this song.
in respect to Coolio, rest in peace, I had to put another theme song on here. I like the Keenan and Cal theme song was off the chain.
I don't remember their song. No clue.
Nope.
Parker, help me out. Okay, so the next one, the Transformers.
Yeah.
It meets the eye. Now I know none of the words.
Autobots transform battle cruisers to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
So there are some honorable mentions on here that didn't make my list, but now that
like
people
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, I said at the beginning, I was not putting it on the list. That's one of the most annoying.
Love that show. That was my show. I had as many G.I. Joe toys as I could have.
Transformers.
That was my childhood.
For an hour. You ain't even got to bother me.
I'm talking about the theme song, not the show. The show was okay, but the theme song, I'm like, come on.
I used to know all the words to that too.
So there's some honorable mentions that I missed and I didn't make my list, but probably should have. The theme song to the Beverly Hillbillies. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor and Irene really kept the family fed. And then one day he was shooting at the crew, and up came a girl filled a bubbling crude oil, that is black gold.
He wasn't shooting at crude.
He was shooting for some food. He was shooting for some food.
He was shooting at a raccoon.
It says food in the theme song.
It's food.
It's food.
You sure?
Look it up.
I'm pretty
Look
sure
it up. We're gonna get
short form of a raccoon.
Let's go through it. Then one day he was shooting at raccoons. Then one day
take raccoon off. It's the shortened version, the one that gets you in trouble.
No, he said food.
And up through the ground came some bubbling crude.
We can redo this. Nah. Nope. I thought it was food. The Beverly Hillbillies TV theme song words. Okay, here they are. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up came a
They
bubbling
cleaned it up.
crude. Oh, that
They cleaned it up.
black gold Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, oh, Jed's a millionaire. The kid folks
We're
said, Jed,
done.
move away from
Tracy,
here.
stop.
They
We
said
got that.
California
But
is
they
the place
cleaned
you
it
ought
up.
to be,
They
but they
cleaned it
loaded
up.
up the truck and they
They
moved to
cleaned it up.
Beverly. That's the thing.
They cleaned it up. They took the word. They fixed it.
It said food right here.
Yes.
I think things is saying that the very first version of it was raccoon.
But the one that I'm looking
No,
at said,
but it wasn't raccoon.
it was the other one. You take off the rat and then you get the rest.
Oh. Yeah.
It's every other site I'm looking at.
Clean it up.
But this, I don't see anywhere where that word was in the original. Nope,
That's
all I see
fine.
is food.
I
So,
still like the show.
Green Acres, the theme song annoyed me because basically he was abusing.
Green Acres is the place for me. Ding, ding, ding.
I think of the
Fine living in a
on
fine
your
place.
show.
I love that song, man.
Clampett made it cool.
I am a farmer. Ding, ding. I am his wife. And
$15 million in today's.
that wasn't Zsa Zsa. That was Ava Gabor.
Yeah, that was
And
Ava.
boy, that was a beautiful woman. Woo, their whole
But they
family
all-
is beautiful. You see the
they-
three of them?
Oh,
All
you
three
can't
of them
tell
girls
one
was
from-
like, whoa.
Women. No, it's the mother.
I thought it was
Jody.
only three.
It's three of them. The mother was Jody, Ava, and then Zsa Zsa. Jody
No,
was
but
the mother.
there's a third sister. There's Ava, Zsa Zsa, and another one. And they all were in the industry.
Hungarian, yep. And Zsa Zsa slapped the cop.
Which one of them was Trump married to? Wasn't he married to a...
No.
No, he was married to Marla Maple. Never mind.
How much
I
was
don't
the
know what
equivalent
he was
of what Jed had? 15 million?
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a cousin. Never mind. Okay.
He couldn't have did nothing but stay right where he was.
What, 15 million?
Yeah, you can't
1,
really.
2, 3, 4.
15 million in them days?
6.
No, he's talking about what
now?
the equivalent is now. Like, you couldn't do anything that
No.
now if you moved to California.
No, he had
Yes, you could.
he had $25 million in 1962. That is $215 million in today's money.
Oh, well, okay. He could have went
Shoot,
with 2.
16 million in today's money, you do just fine in California. There are regular people making $100,000 a year in California.
I mean, you're not 1%, but you do pretty good.
You
in
okay?
California. You good. You ain't Beverly Hillbillies. You're not Beverly.
You take 2 million. Take 2 million if you that aggressive. Taking 2 million, pay your house completely off, and then just pay for your utilities and your taxes, and then you continue with your life.
Ooh, them taxes.
Yes, Parker, and I thought I was gonna do a movie countdown, but see, here's my problem. I don't like a lot of movies. Are not my thing. Now, if we're talking movie musicals, oh, see, now I can talk. But movies in general, I'm like, man, I can take them or leave them. Like, see, under.
Say he lost his money.
Who?
They say they said Jed Clampett lost his money. The Drysdale stole it.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
I don't remember that when they did the.
But I don't think that's how that would flow on the show.
No, maybe that was one of the movies or something they did because they did a couple of Beverly Hills.
Second movie did because the other movie they did move back to the old house.
And then they was like, "Oh well, we don't fit in here," so they moved right back.
Yeah, they moved back. They moved back into the old house because the ending was like Granny's mama was still.
I don't remember none of that.
Yeah, I was like, "Girl, Granny's like what 105?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?"
Granny's mama was still alive. 2, they said that they got some more money, so they decided to make the shed bigger. Then they showed the new shed, and it looked like they added an inch to the shed on each side. So apparently, that to them, that's bigger. It was a bad show.
We've also forgot another song that the theme to Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Wasn't that crazy about the show, but I'll give you the
the show was completely
I did like the
stupid.
show. I like those cheesy old shows like that. I can watch those.
The
I used to
problem-
watch those when I played Monopoly by
The
myself.
problem with the Gilligan's Island, you just kept wondering, how did they get clean clothes every single episode?
You're supposed to overlook that.
A washing
You're supposed to
machine.
overlook that.
No, but
No. They built a washing machine.
But what was they changing out of?
But Marlon,
Gilligan wore
you
that
think it,
red
but you got to
shirt
think it past
every
that.
episode.
If they built the washing machine out of whatever they used to do the washing machine,
They couldn't plug it
how
up in
did
the
they
boat.
How did they complete the desalination in order to do so? Because you can't wash your clothes in salt water. Plus, what was their desalination plan for how they survived on water the whole time? Plus, you're on an island and the hurricane never destroyed everything that you had. You had storms, but you never had it wipe everybody out.
And they ate
Plus,
fruits and
nobody
vegetables.
got sick and died.
But come on, they
And
had
now
fruits
you
and
give me all the
vegetables.
reasons why I didn't like the show.
You have fruits and vegetables, but the skipper was still fat.
That's
Like,
what
come
I
on!
I some reality has
He
to
was
be the show that I watched, and I couldn't
Fat.
get Gilligan's Island because
he was genetically predispositioned
He
to
was
weight.
fat. He was FAT.
they had
No, he wasn't.
washing-
By
they had
today's
washing
standard, he was
machines,
just
they had
normal.
radios, they had all this stuff, and you
But part
literally
of
could not.
Marlon,
I
the
can't
fun
do I
of the
can't do
show
reality.
was how they were able to mimic certain things in a fantastical way, but play it off like it was normal. That was the appeal to the show.
It was stupid. But yes, Parker,
Then
I
they
said
got, then
that.
they got off the island. They got
And they
off
came
the
and went
island,
right back.
and then wound up going back. Then they brought another show in which
Harlem Globetrotters came.
there was. I don't
But they had
know
a lot
what
of
the
visitors,
show, Gilligan's
which is
Resort or
stupid.
something like that.
Yep. But Parker, yes, I know Marlon
I'm
has
sorry,
passed me. He has beat me by 5. And I said, Marlon, you're going to pass me. I tend to get my subscribers when I have interviews, which I haven't had in a while, but I'm working on it.
I got 44.
Okay, so here's another show that I forget. So here is the show.
That's exactly how much attention my 44 deserves, too. That's exactly how much it deserves. So I understand. I understand.
I have
And
44.
speaking of this, speaking of this, Parker, subscribe to my channel, please. Subscribe. Thank you. So,
but Parker, you're right. Tracy had to lead like darn near almost 2 years. Like I was nowhere touching Tracy.
I'll get there.
Don't let them steal your thunder, Tracy. Don't let you let them do it.
Tracy was beating the wheels off of me for at least 2 years because I wasn't moving off of.
This is Tracy's week. She was the first one to hit 100.
Tracy.
But you stealing her light at the same time. Yeah, Tracy did a great job getting to 100, and then I just had to come back and take it. I said 110. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she good now. She good now. But
beat the wheels off of me for 2 years because Tracy is that good.
But she ain't good no more, Marlon? That was
No, she's great.
You're better now?
No, she's
You're better now? That's what you're saying, Marlon?
See, Tracy, the only person that's saying this stuff is Theas, not me. You went from good to great.
Yeah.
Theas is
Mr. 44 is still talking.
Okay, so we're going to talk about my last show. And if anybody, and I mean if anybody has anything to say about
another
this show,
threat we about to do.
How you get wait a minute? How you gonna give us a threat on something that's runner up?
Oh no, this is the main one. This is the last
one.
This is the last one because I gotta take my medicine. This is Thea's instigate. Yes, thank you. The theme to the Jeffersons. This is like the ultimate theme song. Period. Like with the
it wasn't better than all the rest of them. No.
Yes, it is.
It was good, but it wasn't better than all the rest of them.
The theme to the Jeffersons is the GOAT. Period.
Sanford and Son is better than that.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What song starts off with "Fish don't burn in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill"?
Okay.
Took a whole lot
I
of
know
trying.
without a doubt that Good Times is better than the Jeffersons.
Nope, because I don't know all
Good
the words.
Good Times as well.
I know all
the thing about the Jeffersons, and then if you take a step back and just kind of look at the minstrel aspect of that song, it was kind of insulting.
Nope.
But you know, whatever. But it was a good
Fish
song.
don't burn in the kitchen and beans don't burn on the grill. Period.
Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Fry,
And
burn,
beans
whichever.
don't burn
on
the
the
grill.
grill. It took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Duh, duh.
And now we in
No!
the big league.
Please,
Take my
taking our
turn
turn
at
at
bat.
bat. As long as we
Long
live,
Yeah.
it's you and me, baby. It ain't nothing wrong with that. We are moving on up, moving on up.
I can tell you exactly why
Period.
that show started getting real bad, but they started making Louise silly.
Nah, it's when Tom and
When
George
what?
became friends.
When they started
When
making
Tom and
Louise, they started making Louise silly and everything else, and I think it started when when Sammy Davis Jr. was on the show, or something like that. I can't remember if it was Sammy was on there or when Louise took over the bar downstairs, but she just became this.
I didn't watch it close enough then, I guess.
yeah, see, the
She
first
became
5
almost
It was
years.
never
I
my
Love
show.
Lucy. She came a I Love Lucy type silly.
It was never my type of show. So
The show overall, it really jumped the shark. That's a topic I want to do. But it really jumped the shark when Tom and George became friends. Then they added the granddaughter. And then I'm like, oh, no. But the first 5 years, you can't get no better than the first 5 years.
and
Period.
when the two got divorced, who was
Yeah,
it?
when Lionel and Jenny got divorced.
Lionel and Jenny got divorced.
And Lionel went to Japan or Tokyo or wherever that was he went. No. But we are at the end of the show. Remember I told you I wasn't going to promise I would be quick because I knew I wasn't. Next week, top 20 toys and or games. Top 20 toys and or games. We're going to have some fun. Because it's not next week yet.
I'll just give you
now, when you say that, are you going to say Nintendo is one thing, or is it Super Mario Brothers, Contra?
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers,
Double
Zelda,
Dribble.
Donkey Kong.
So you're gonna name the game?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got Miss Pat.
Okay. Because I didn't know if you're gonna go with like Atari, Nintendo, Sega Genesis. I don't know what that say. What that say?
It's funny how you all sort of team up to figure out the lyrics and then join in when you figure it out. I don't know why it sounded funny. That's what he said.
Because it only takes a jump start.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it takes. It's like just give it a start. Like, okay, boom.
What
that nostalgia kicks in.
Yeah.
So Tuesday will be a show. Possibly. I don't know yet, but just keep watching. You'll see it. I probably will do one similar to last week until my guest comes in at the end of May. I won't have a guest on the Tracy Show until May. So it's gonna be just me, y'all. But watch anyway and still subscribe. But Marlon, tell us where we can find you.
You'll find me tomorrow, Saturday Night Vibe, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm not allowed to talk about myself apparently. So there you go.
Whatever. Stop. Poor little Marlon with his 152 subscribers.
It's 120.
And his production crew.
Dears, where can we find you?
His production crew.
You can find me complexsimpleman.com. That where I be at.
Everybody, keep in mind, you can still comment even after we are off the air. Subscribe. Help me pass Marlon. But subscribe. I'll see you minimum Tuesday. It might be a 30-minute show. It might be an hour. It just depends on if what I think is going to happen is going to happen. But join me next week, the same time. Next week when I do top toys and games. Thank you all. Have a great
Marlon,
evening.
notice Batman didn't make it on the list.
No, that's a terrible theme song. But the show was great. But we'll see you all next week and have a great day. Bye-bye.